Thank you for watching my video today. Welcome to another video from Money Madness. My name is Blair. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Help me to get the word out onto the street. Help as many people as possible. That's what I'm all about, man. Trying to help people do better with your money so you can have more options in life. Speaking of that, today I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of financial literacy. What is financial literacy, you might ask? Well, at its most basic level, financial literacy is just learning about money from a personal perspective, not running a business or a government entity, but running your own money. So you get paid, you have to pay bills, you want to save money, you want to buy something, that type of stuff. And as I've noticed, at least in the American society, and probably, I don't know, maybe other places in the world, they might teach it in school, but I never learned anything about financial literacy in school. And I hope as time goes on that will change, that we will see that maybe geometry and math and English and history and social studies, all these other things, I mean, they're important too. I mean, of course, math and being able to speak and read and write is important. But the fact that we don't teach money in school, I don't get it. I really don't, because there's really nothing else that affects, I don't think there's anything else universally that affects our life in such a big way. Do you all agree with that? That's the way I see it. I mean, everywhere you go, I mean, you have to part with your money to survive. You know, so that's the world we live in, but yet we're not taught how to do it. And really, the basics are not that hard, as I've mentioned in most of my videos, really. It's just keep your spending manageable, avoid debt when you can, and when you have debt, pay it off. Have a nice chunk of savings. I would say a year's worth of expenses you want to have saved, just in case you lose your job or something happens. You have a cushion. You can take a breath and realize you're not going to be homeless or hungry, at least not right away. And also investing for long-term freedom and wealth building. Those four. And of course, you could add a fifth one, because you have to make money. I mean, you have to, maybe the first one should be you have to make income. Most of the time it's from a job, but you can start to build up income streams besides a job as time goes on, like dividends, for example, or maybe interest in a bank account. But these days that's pitiful. You know, banks are paying nothing. So it's not taught in school. And just to learn the basics of the four things I just mentioned, well, five things: income, expenses, debt management, saving, and investing. I mean, there's no reason we couldn't learn that in school at a basic level. Now, of those five, in my opinion, the most advanced or potentially complicated one is investing, because that's stock market, mutual funds. It could be gold and silver, could be futures, options, currency, crypto. I mean, those last couple I just mentioned, I definitely do not recommend. They're all a lot more risky. You have short selling, you have margin borrowing. There are all kinds of ways to invest, but just to keep it basic, like buying index funds, which works for most people. You're buying a piece of capitalism. And it's the market, not saying that it always will, but the stock market has always, over the long term, gone up and to the right, or up and to the right, whichever way that is for you. But, if people were taught about index funds, how to invest in those, how to just save money in a bank account, get a year's worth of expenses saved, keep your expenses at like $2,000 a month, if you can. I mean, if you're married, if you have children, if you live in San Francisco, if you live in New York, that might not even be close to possible. But I'm saying keep your expenses as low as you can, wherever you live. I'm in a pretty cheap area where I live in Texas. And then debt can be like a cancer. It can really get out of control and bankrupt you. And as I mentioned before, you have mortgages, car loans, student loans, and credit cards are the four main kinds of debt. And I have a mortgage, and probably it's going to be hard to buy a car and a house without a loan, but a car is more feasible to do. But yes, I hope that changes, that we can learn more about financial literacy. As I hope the kids coming up will start to be taught this in school, just like even one semester, or I mean even more. The more the better, I think. And then talking about it at home, just having parents go over what their actual financial situation is with their children. I think it would be very helpful. So yes, I do support that financial literacy. I hope you enjoy the video today. Get your money working. Remember that. And thanks for watching. God bless. Have a good day.